Good afternoon, my name is Anna Aha, and I'm thrilled to be here with you today. You certainly could feel the joy and the love of Camp Candlelight in that video, right? That is why we're here today, to help raise funds for Camp Candlelight. And before we talk about it in detail, with permission, I want to share with you something that Tyler, who's on video, his dad Jesse, shared with me. A few short days after he filmed that segment for the video, after being seizure-free for 3 years, he experienced a couple seizures that hospitalized him for a couple of days. So the freedom that he enjoyed of driving himself and getting to do what he wanted, when he wanted, was stripped. That's one of the realities for someone living with epilepsy. And that is why Camp Candlelight is so incredibly special. It's truly a bright light for our campers. So with your support today, we're looking to make the next year's camp, the camp you've been waiting for 2 long years, the biggest and best comeback camp you've ever seen. Our first level today is $10,000. That would provide the opportunity for an entire cabin to be sponsored. That's 10 campers. Campers just like Jake, Liam, Michaela, Tyler. Give them the opportunity with your generosity to go to camp and just like Jake said, just to have fun, to not worry about having a seizure. Anyone who can give $10,000, now is the time to raise your bid of paddle and provide that same opportunity for 10 campers. If anyone can give $10,000, now is the time. If not, that's okay. We have a level for everyone today. I always like to provide the opportunity though and let you know what the goals are of this organization. You can always flag me down later too. You know, Liam said that camp is a community. It's like a family. And I got to visit with another past camper and counselor, Brennan, who is Alan, our board chair's son. And he told me about how he met his best friend at camp. When he started going there when he was young, he met a guy named Ross. They forged a friendship, they continued their bond over every single year back at camp. They eventually became counselors together. Now Brennan's in college at ASU. Ross is in the Army in North Carolina. They've traveled across the country to visit each other. They're super close. Brennan said he's more like a family member to me than a close friend. Because of your support, those friendships will continue to flourish next summer. $5,000 is our next level. And to put it in perspective of what that can do, $5,000 would help us to underwrite the cost of equine therapy. We're going to be in a new campground next year. There's going to be adaptive riding available. Additionally, $5,000 covers the cost for 5 campers. If anyone can give $5,000, now is the time to raise your paddle. Alan, our chair, bidder 182, thank you. Bidder 164, thank you. Anyone else at $5,000? Thank you so much for starting us off and for your generosity. You know, when parents send their kids to Camp Candlelight, they know they're going to be in the best hands. You've got like Dr. Williams stopping by, you've got amazing nurses, volunteers, counselors. So when I visited with Brennan's mom, Karen, she told me that when you live in a constant state of high alert, a week of respite is truly a blessing. Our next level is $2,500, which will allow us to provide amazing stipends to our nurses who give themselves the whole week to camp. Additionally, $2,500 would underwrite an amazing theme night. If you've ever been to a summer camp, you know what it's like to have a great theme night, whether it's circus or luau, Olympics, or superheroes. To be able to bring in those exciting entertainers, vendors, food, that's what $2,500 can do. It'll also underwrite our entire arts and crafts cabin and provide all the sports, game, archery equipment that helps make camp the best week of the year. Anyone who can give $2,500, now is the time to raise your paddle. Bidder 201, thank you. Anyone else at the $2,500 level? Thank you so much for your generosity. Another counselor that I visited with was Lauren, and she told me it never fails. First day of camp, you've got some first-time campers. They're homesick, they're sad, they don't want to be there. She said that by the last day, those are the campers that don't want to leave, they don't want to go home, and they don't want camp to ever end. They go home and they start their countdown clock for the next year. You saw the video, you saw the big swing, You know how fun it is, the paintballs that they hit, the rock wall, all of the fun experiences. $1,000 is our next level. That sponsors one camper for the best week of the year, one of the highlights of their lives. Anyone who can give $1,000 to provide that same fun, now is the time. Bidder 216, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Owens. Dr. 200, thank you. Bidder 159, thank you. Bidder 169, thank you. Bidder 111, thank you. Tyler, you're hired. Bidder 181, thank you. Bidder 183, thank you. Bidder 185, thank you. Keep the applause going. Bidder 226, thank you. Bidder 114, thank you. Bidder 130, thank you. 11 campers sponsored just now. Give yourself a round of applause. Anyone else? $1,000 level. Our next level is $500. That would afford a lot of necessities for camp. They're not very glamorous to talk about, but you need them. You need first aid. You need new band-aids and gauze, chapstick, sunscreen, bug spray, extra toiletries for the forgotten toothbrush or deodorant, whatever it is. $500 would provide refillable water bottles for every camper. It would underwrite the cost of our camp t-shirts. Anyone who can give $500 will help camp become complete. Anyone who can give $500, now is the time to raise your paddle. Bidder 195, thank you. Bidder 203, thank you. Bidder 144, thank you. Bidder 157, thank you. Bidder 109, thank you. Bidder 110, thank you. Bidder 227, thank you. Bidder 113, thank you. Bidder 228, thank you. Bidder 219, thank you. Bidder 170, thank you. 12 of you just gave $500. Give yourself a round of applause. When I visited with Brennan, he talked about the transition that came from becoming a camper to a counselor. And it was really neat to hear him say how quickly he learned how hard counselors work to make camp enjoyable for the campers. That they work day and night, and how rewarding it was to see campers having fun just like he did when he was a camper. $250 would help us provide much-deserved thank you gifts to our counselors. It would also help to provide snacks, which are a necessity at camp, lots of snacks, and also cover some other administrative costs like background checks. Anyone who can give $250 and help us to provide those, now is the time. Bidder 129, thank you. Bidder 215, thank you. Bidder 124, thank you. Bidder 229, thank you. Bidder 224, thank you. Bidder 225, thank you. Bidder 232, thank you. Bidder 189, thank you. Bidder 123, thank you. Bidder 221, thank you. Bidder 193, thank you. 11 of you just gave, make it 12. Bidder 234, thank you. Anyone else at the $250 level? Most of the campers that I visited with or met or seen on a video, a lot of them said the first time they met someone else with epilepsy was when they went to Camp Candlelight. For many of them, it's the very first time they see someone else have a seizure. And for all of them, it's the chance to just be. If they want to talk about epilepsy, they can. If they don't want to, they don't have to. They get to just have fun. As Michaela said, they get to be their true self. As a mom of 3 kids, that's all I want for every child, to be their true self. So I'm asking you to raise your paddle, even if you've raised it already today, for $100 at our final level to help all of our campers have 1 week to be their true selves. Anyone at the $100 level, our final level today, paddles high. Let's see if we can fill this room. Bidder 134, thank you. If you're not holding paddle, you're tapping. Bidder 171, thank you. Bidder 207, thank you. Bidder 142, thank you. Bidder 120, thank you. Bidder 116, thank you. Bidder 212, thank you. Bidder 117, thank you. Bidder 194, thank you. Bidder 132, thank you. 10 of you again. Bidder 155, thank you. you. Bidder 125, thank you. Bidder 143, thank you. Bidder 128, thank you. Bidder 123, thank you. That's 20. Bidder 222, thank you. Bidder 140, thank you. Bidder 197, thank you. Bidder 121, thank you. Bidder 137, thank you. Bidder 198, thank you. Bidder 162, thank you. Bidder 196, thank you. Bidder 122, thank you. Bidder 226, 20, thank you. Bidder 166, thank you. 21 and counting, folks. Keep it going. Bidder 105, thank you. Bidder 201, thank you. Bidder 164, thank you. Bidder 209, thank you. Bidder 103, thank you. Bidder 161, thank you. Bidder 108, thank you. Anyone else? Today, ending at 30. Two more people want to give at the $100 level. Anyone else? Bidder 200, Dr. Williams, thank you. Courtney Tito's, Martha Bell, and Courtney Tito's, another 100. Thank you so much. Give yourselves a round of applause. Camp Candlelight is sure to be the best one yet, thanks to your generosity and support.